Hey everyone, welcome back to Works Garage. In today's video, I got something special for you. Today's video is supported by my Amazon affiliate link in the description below. Please check out that list as it will have parts I may have already installed in past videos, and it will have a curated list of other products I recommend. I really appreciate your support. Now let's get back to the video. Well, we went and did it. It wasn't gonna be, but it was. One night later in the evening, we ran across a great deal on a 2025 Nissan Frontier Pro-4X. It being the end of year and the end of year sales is the reason why we pulled the trigger. One of the reasons why I chose this truck over its competition is the big V6. This is the only truck, or one of the only trucks in its class, with a naturally aspirated big V6. This is a 3.8 liter with 310 horsepower and 285 foot-pounds of torque. The rest of the trucks in its class are all going four-cylinder turbos, and I'm not a fan of the four-cylinder turbos in a truck. In a car, it's great. I love it. But in a truck, I think you need a big motor to get what you need done. As I was saying, it is the Pro-4X model. It does have the rails in here for the tie-down rail system. And it came with the bed liner. The Pro-4X gets the big beefy wheels. Optional, it came with the side rocker, the rock sliders, and the steps. Which a neat thing here is if you're going to go off-roading, you can just remove these steps with your Allen wrench and go. Another thing that was optional on this truck, I believe, or this truck had it, I think it was an option, is the mud flaps here. It's got 6 of them. Of course, the back 2, the front 2 on the back tire, the front one. It's just really nice. And we chose the orange color here because the accents inside the cab on all Pro-4Xs get an orange stitch on the interior and in the seats. And it's got the anti-gravity seats in here with the leather. Very nice here. It's got the big 12.3-inch screen, and again, more orange. That's a Nissan thing for their Pro-4X line, with a wireless charging, wireless Android, wireless CarPlay. And even the passenger seat is power. Came with the all-weather mats here. The back seats are the same. They got that stitching on them too. And it's got the inserts here you can probably see like the fronts did, with the orange accent in it too. It's got a power outlet here. And your phone chargers, your USB-Cs. Back here in the truck bed, it's also got a outlet here I forgot to show you. And it's got lights in the bed under the rails on both sides. The gauges has the 2 analog on the sides for your speedometer and tachometer, and a digital gauge in the center that you can customize by changing it to a handful of different screens. Steering wheel's got all these options here on it. And it's got the rear diff locker. To get into that rear diff lock mode, you do have to be in the 4-low mode. And of course, it's got the hill descent button. You know, all this stuff here. You turn on your tailgate or your bed power here. It's got a tow mode. The optional Fender audio system is banging. It's the best audio system I've ever had from a OEM. It includes the 2 woofers in each door. It's a 10-speaker audio system. It has a tweeter and a mid-range up here. And in the back seat, you get the 2 rear speakers. And in the right rear passenger seat underneath it, you get the 2 6.5-inch subwoofer enclosure. And it's got the 9-speed Jetco automatic, which I believe Jetco is a Nissan company, but it's using technology that they share with Mercedes. Mercedes come up with the technology, and I guess Nissan just paid to be a partner in the program. So it's essentially what I call, kind of in a way, a Mercedes 9-speed tranny. And I drove a lot of other trucks. A lot of the other trucks out there are hunting for what gear they want when they have all these extra automatic speeds. Like my sister, she has a 2021 or 2020, I think, Ranger. It's got the 10-speed Ford automatic, which they share with GM. Always hunting for what gear it wants. It's not quite sure. With this truck, I haven't noticed that. It's a lot smoother, knows what gear it wants. Another neat thing is in the newer trucks, the tailgates lock when you lock the doors. I'm sure a bunch of you guys already knew that, but this is dampened. Comes down on its own. You just open it up and let her go. I don't like doing it that way personally. I put my hand there and let it come down slow, but you can do it that way. And it's got the 360 cameras, which includes the front camera here, the mirror cameras, and of course the rear tailgate camera. When it comes to the interface for the 360 cameras, one thing I'm going to say that is lacking is I don't know why this didn't fill the full screen up and have a little bit more resolution. I do like the view and I do like the feature set. It is very nice. And I like the way you can turn the steering wheel and it shows the way that you're going to be backing up, where you're going to be going. And also you can just turn the camera mode on in general at lower speeds, like if you're on the off-road. Another reason why I like this truck so much and why I chose this truck is I'm a fan of old school knobs. I don't want it all hidden in the touchscreen. I like a real volume knob. I like a real HVAC controls. I like all the physical buttons out here, the heated seats being right out here, the heated steering wheel that this truck has. I like all that just being here, not having to get into a menu in the big tacked on tablets. And also, this doesn't have one of those ugly looking, to me, tacked on looking iPads. And it's got all the skid plates here underneath it. And of course, that's part of the off-road package. And for those of you who's been asking, We did get rid of the Mazda 3 Turbo. Nothing against it. It was a beautiful car. We just needed a truck. Let's see how she handles. She's very smooth throughout all the gears and the power delivery. It has it when you need it. We're averaging about 22 miles a gallon combined in the city and the highway, which I think is very good. I think if you got this thing out on the highway, at least with the style of driving I could do, I believe I could be to mid to upper 20s on a road trip, 25-ish. To me, that's not bad in a naturally aspirated V6. Again, I think some of that's due to this 9-speed tranny here, which again is very smooth in its delivery. And it has the power when you need it. It handles like it's on rails for being a truck. Really straight and to the point. It doesn't have a lot of body roll. I do like the way everything is set up here. It doesn't take too much from a muscle memory standpoint to know where all the buttons are and all the gadgets are. And again, I love it that it has physical buttons here. The body integrity is good. Everything is real nice here, from the door panels to on the soft touch leather on the door, or the soft touch fabric, I should say, on the door, to the soft console. The console's very big and spacious. It's just so smooth and nice. I can't get over how refined this truck is. And it's fun to drive. Just listen. Listen to how quiet it is. Let me turn the air conditioner and everything down or off. And just hear how quiet it is here in the city side streets. Very nice. We're going to take her out here on the highway and let you see what it's like up on the highway too. Again, if you're in the market for a midsize truck and want something that is reasonably priced and is very well made, this is the truck for you. Again, this review has had a lot of comments about how I'm not a fan of how Toyota, Ford, Chevy, all of them with their mid-sized trucks has went to mostly a 4-cylinder turbo setup. This naturally aspirated V6 is where it's at. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but that is what sells this truck. The quality inside of it, the craftsmanship, the thought that went into this, and the V6. And if you're in the market for one of these guys, don't pay sticker. Nissan will give you a deal on these, especially if you could find a 2025 leftover, a holdover. The only difference in this truck, I believe, in the 25 and the 26, is that the 26 has a driver's mode here. You can kind of modulate your foot and do that a lot on your own. You don't need an ECU to do it for you. I don't think it's worth the extra thousands of dollars just to get say it's 1 year newer with the same amount of almost no miles because it's brand new on it. Here we are, we're almost up here on the highway now. And like I was saying, I've tried other trucks out that are new, in the new segment, in the mid-size. This truck, to me, was the funnest to drive. It was the smoothest operator. It had nice power delivery, and it just handles so well. And it's so quiet. We're up here going about 60, again averaging the 22 miles a gallon combined. You know, it could have been maybe a little higher if we wouldn't have got on it a little bit here. But here is what it's like on the highway. To me, that's very quiet. One of the only knocks I have on this truck is the screen. When you do put it in the backup mode or in the front camera mode, I think it is a little grainy. That's one of the places they could have improved the cameras. But you're not staring at it all the time, so it does what it needs to do. But yes, it could have been better cameras. But other than that, this truck is awesome. I do recommend, if you're in the market for a mid-size truck, I personally recommend this truck over all of the competitors out there. This is going to wrap this video up. I would like to thank you for watching today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, put a little something positive out there and positivity will find you.